I come before you now, Jesus, with a heart tender and open, inviting your gentle presence to settle deeply within. As I speak softly, I want to bless everyone who is listening. Blessings of peace that surpass understanding. Blessings of calm in the midst of storms, and blessings of unwavering hope even when the days feel heavy. May your light find its way through every shadow, and may your love wrap around each soul like a warm embrace. If you feel this gentle whisper of grace touching your heart, I invite you to softly light this moment, a quiet nod of your spirit to the goodness of His care. And if your heart desires, consider subscribing to this sacred space where we gather in prayer and reflection, so we may continue to walk together in faith and love. Feel also free to share a prayer request or a reflection in the comments, a tender offering that lets us hold each other's burdens and joys in this circle of grace. Now, let us pray. Jesus, I come before you with hands open and spirit willing, seeking your protection and strength in these hard times. I surrender to you all the worries that weigh on me, the fears that cloud my mind, and the doubts that whisper in the quiet. I trust in your unfailing love, knowing that you are my refuge when the storms rage. Hold me close, Lord, and let me feel your presence as a gentle balm for my weary soul. Help me to rest in your arms, knowing that you care deeply for me. I am grateful for your faithfulness, for the ways you have carried me through past trials, and for the hope that rises anew with each dawn. Teach me to walk in your light, to trust even when the path is unclear, and to find comfort in your promises. Together we breathe in peace and breathe out anxiety, stepping forward with hearts lifted and spirits renewed as we continue to rest in His presence. Knowing that you, Jesus, are my shield and my strength, I ask for the courage to face each challenge with grace. When I feel weak, remind me that your power is made perfect in my weakness. When I stumble, be my steady hand. When the nights are long and the silence heavy, fill my heart with your comforting whisper. Let your words be a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. I give thanks for the moments of stillness where I can hear your voice, soft and clear, calling me deeper into trust. May this prayer be a sacred thread weaving us closer to you and to one another. If this prayer touches your heart, perhaps you would gently like and subscribe to join this quiet community of faith, where we support and uplift each other in the tender arms of Jesus. And as you feel moved, please share your own prayer or reflection below, so we may intercede and rejoice together in this Holy Communion as we continue to rest in His presence. I surrender every part of my being to your loving care. Jesus, I lay down my fears, my plans, my desires, and my control. Teach me to lean not on my own understanding, but to acknowledge you in all my ways. Help me to trust that your timing is perfect, even when I cannot see the full picture. In this surrender, may I discover a peace that anchors my soul and a hope that shines brighter than any darkness. I am grateful for the gift of your presence that never leaves me, for the quiet strength you provide, and for the joy that blooms even in hard times. Let us walk this path together, hand in hand, heart to heart, knowing that your love is a fortress that no trial can overcome. May this prayer invite you to gently like and subscribe if you feel drawn to this space of healing and hope. And please, do share your prayer requests or reflections in the comments so we may hold them with tenderness and faith. As we continue to rest in His presence, in the quiet moments, I listen for your voice, Jesus, soft and steady, guiding me through the shadows. I thank you for your patience when I falter, for your mercy that covers my shortcomings, and for your grace that renews me each day. Help me to keep my eyes fixed on you, the author and perfecter of my faith. When burdens press heavily upon me, remind me to cast them upon you, for you care deeply. May I find strength not in my own might, but in the gentle power of your Spirit working within me. Together, we breathe in your peace and breathe out our worries, wrapped in the warmth of your love. If your heart feels nourished by this prayer, I invite you to softly like this video and subscribe to continue sharing in this sacred space. And as we journey together, please feel free to comment with your prayers or thoughts, so we may uplift one another in kindness and grace as we continue to rest in His presence. Jesus, I hold on to the hope you offer, a hope that does not disappoint. In the midst of hardship, your promises shine like stars, guiding my way through the darkness. I thank you for being my constant companion, my refuge and strength. Help me to embrace each new day with courage, knowing that you have already conquered every fear and trial. Teach me to trust deeply, to love fully, and to live with a heart open to your will. May this prayer be a soft melody that comforts and encourages, weaving a tapestry of faith and hope around us. If you feel the gentle embrace of this prayer, you might consider liking and subscribing to this channel so we can continue to grow in faith together. And I warmly invite you to share your prayer requests or reflections below, that we may uplift each other tenderly and truthfully as we continue to rest in His presence. In this sacred moment, I invite you, Jesus, to fill me with your peace that surpasses all understanding. Let your presence be a sanctuary where I can find rest for my soul. I surrender my worries, my fears, and my uncertainties into your hands, trusting in your perfect care. Thank you for the strength you provide when I feel weak, for the courage you inspire when I feel afraid, and for the hope you kindle when I feel lost. Together we breathe in your love and breathe out our doubts, basking in the quiet assurance of your grace. May this prayer be a gentle reminder of your nearness and a soft call to trust in your unfailing goodness. If this moment has touched your heart, I gently encourage you to like and subscribe so we may continue to share these sacred prayers. And please, share your own prayer requests or reflections in the comments below so we can hold each other in loving prayer as we continue to rest in His presence. Jesus, I close my heart to all that distracts and open it wide to your gentle touch. Help me to remain rooted in your love, no matter what comes my way. I am grateful for your steadfast presence and the quiet strength you offer. Teach me to lean on you more deeply and to find joy even in trials. May this prayer be a soft embrace, a place where we can meet you tenderly and find the courage to keep moving forward. Together, we breathe in your peace and breathe out our fears, wrapped in your everlasting arms. If this prayer has brought you comfort, you might gently like and subscribe to continue walking this path with us. And I warmly invite you to share your prayer requests or reflections in the comments, so we may support one another with grace and love as we continue to rest in His presence. With a heart full of trust and gratitude, I surrender to your will, Jesus, knowing that you are working all things for good. Thank you for the strength you have given me, the protection you have provided, and the hope that sustains me. I ask that your peace continue to guard my heart and mind, and that I may walk forward daily in the light of your love. May this prayer be a sacred thread binding us together, a continuous offering of faith and devotion. Together, we breathe in your grace and breathe out our worries, forever held in your gentle embrace. In this deep surrender, I find a quiet courage blossoming within, a courage not born of my own strength, but nurtured by your Spirit's tender care. When the weight of the world feels too heavy to carry, remind me, Jesus, that I am never alone. Your presence is my steadfast anchor, holding me firm through every wave and storm. Help me to lean into this truth when doubts arise, and to rest in the assurance that you are working all things together for my good, even when the path is hidden from my sight. As I continue to open my heart, may your love flow freely through me, spilling over to those around me. Let it be a river of kindness, patience, and compassion that touches every soul I encounter. When I am weary, renew my spirit. When I am lost, gently guide me back to your way. Teach me to be a vessel of your peace, a light that shines quietly but persistently in the darkness. May every breath I take be a prayer, every step a testament to your grace unfolding in my life. I lift up all who are listening now, Jesus. You know each of their struggles, each silent tear, each hidden burden. Wrap them in your loving arms and whisper words of comfort only you can speak. May they feel your nearness as a soothing balm, a gentle assurance that they are cherished beyond measure. Help them to release their fears into your hands and to trust in your perfect timing and unfailing care. Let your peace, which surpasses all understanding, guard their hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. In moments of uncertainty, teach us to wait patiently on you, trusting that your plans are far greater than our own. When impatience tempts us to rush ahead or to cling tightly to control, remind us to rest in your sovereignty. Help us to cultivate a spirit of gratitude, even for the challenges that shape us, knowing that you are always working in and through our lives for your glory and our good. May this prayer be a sacred space, a refuge where we can always return to find strength, hope, and renewal. If this gentle moment of connection has touched your heart, I invite you once more to like this prayer and subscribe to this humble community so we may continue to support one another with love and faith. And please, share your prayer requests or reflections below, allowing us to carry your joys and sorrows with tenderness and prayerful care. As we journey together, let us remember that we are bound not only by the words we speak, but by the Spirit that dwells within us, uniting us in a communion of grace and peace. Let us continue to breathe deeply of His presence, breathing in His love, breathing out our fears, and walk forward with hearts lifted, eyes fixed on Jesus, the source of our hope and the anchor of our souls. With every breath, may we grow in trust and surrender, knowing that in Him we find our true rest, our unwavering strength, and our everlasting joy. And as we rest here, embraced by His gentle love, let us open ourselves to whatever He desires to speak to our hearts today, listening with quiet expectancy and tender hope. Let the stillness around us deepen as we attune our spirits to the gentle whisper of your voice, Jesus. In this sacred silence, may your words take root within us, softening hardened places and awakening the tender shoots of faith that long to grow. Teach us to listen, not just with our ears, but with all of our being, to the quiet promptings of your Spirit that guide us toward peace, healing, and renewed purpose. When the noise of the world clamors to drown out your truth, help us to cultivate inner quietude, a sanctuary where your love can dwell freely. May we find rest in the assurance that you are present, even when we cannot see or feel you, trusting that your hand is ever upon us, leading us gently onward. Let this stillness be a sacred gift, a pause in our busy lives where we can simply be with you, held, known, and cherished. As we dwell in this place of calm, I pray that you would fill us with a deep and abiding joy that transcends circumstance. A joy that springs not from fleeting pleasures or worldly success, but from the unshakable hope found in your promises. May this joy be a wellspring that nourishes our souls and overflows into every relationship and circumstance we face. Let it shine brightly as a beacon of your grace, drawing others toward the warmth of your love. Lord, I ask that you soften our hearts toward one another, knitting us together in bonds of compassion and understanding. In a world often marked by division and strife, may we be instruments of your peace, extending kindness even when it is difficult, offering forgiveness when wounds run deep, and embodying your unconditional love in every interaction. Help us to remember that each person we meet carries their own burdens and dreams, and that your love can transform even the smallest acts of grace into powerful testimonies of your presence. In moments when despair threatens to take root, remind us to lift our eyes to you, the author of hope and restoration. May your Spirit breathe new life into weary hearts, rekindling dreams and stirring courage to continue forward. Help us to see beyond the immediate struggles to the greater story you are weaving. A story of redemption, healing, and unending love. As we continue to rest here in your presence, Jesus, may the peace you offer guard our hearts and minds, shielding us from fear and doubt. May we carry this peace with us into each new day, a quiet strength that sustains us through trials and celebrations alike. Let us be mindful of your abiding presence, ready to lean on you, to seek you, and to trust you fully. If this prayer has touched you, dear friend, I invite you to gently like this moment and subscribe to join this circle of grace and faith. Share your heart's desires or struggles in the comments below, so we may hold each other tenderly in prayer, offering strength and encouragement as we walk this journey together. Now, as we remain embraced in His love, let us open our hearts wide once more, inviting Jesus to speak softly to the deepest places within us, to reveal the hope and healing He longs to pour out to every corner of our being. May His voice be a gentle melody that soothes our fears and kindles a flame of courage where doubt once dwelled. As we lean into this sacred moment, I ask that you, Jesus, breathe new life into our weary hearts, refreshing us with the living water of your Spirit. May we feel your peace weaving through every thought and emotion, calming the restless tides within. Lord, in your tender mercy, help us to embrace each day as a fresh gift, filled with opportunities to reflect your love and grace. May we become vessels of your compassion, reaching out to those who are hurting or in need of hope. Teach us to see beyond ourselves and to recognize your image in every person we encounter, honoring the sacredness of their journey. Let kindness be our language and patience our constant companion, so that in every interaction, your presence shines through. When the weight of life feels overwhelming, remind us to cast our burdens gently upon you, trusting that you will carry them with care. Help us to remember that even in the darkest valleys, your light never fades. It guides us step by step toward healing and restoration. May we find strength not in our own abilities, but in the unfailing power of your love, which sustains us through every trial. Jesus, I lift up all who are listening now, each precious soul with unique challenges and hopes. Surround them with your peace that hushes anxious thoughts and quiets fearful hearts. May they sense your nearness as a warm embrace, a refuge where they can lay down their worries and find rest. Encourage them with your promises that no matter what may come, your love remains steadfast and true. Grant us the grace to walk forward with open hearts, hearts willing to surrender control and to trust in your perfect plan. Teach us to wait patiently when answers seem delayed, to hold fast to faith when the path is unclear, and to rejoice in hope even amidst uncertainty. May this journey deepen our reliance on you and strengthen the bonds we share as a community, united in prayer. If you feel the quiet comfort of this prayer touching your soul, I invite you to gently like this video and subscribe to this sacred space where we gather to support and uplift one another. Your presence here is a blessing, and your shared prayers and reflections help knit together a tapestry of love and grace that reaches far beyond this moment. As we continue to breathe together, breathing in the calm assurance of His presence, and breathing out our fears, let us remain attentive to the whispers of Jesus within. Let His gentle guidance lead us toward peace, healing, and renewed hope. And so, with hearts open and spirits receptive, we await the gentle unfolding of His Word, the soft illumination of His truth, the tender embrace of His everlasting love that draws us ever closer into the depths of His heart. May we be still enough to receive the quiet wisdom He offers, a wisdom that transcends understanding and speaks directly to the needs of our souls. As the rhythm of our breathing slows and our hearts align with His steady beat, may we sense the gentle invitation to rest, to trust, and to surrender more fully to the One who knows us completely and loves us without end. Jesus, in this sacred silence, I ask that you breathe your life-giving Spirit into every corner of my being. Fill the spaces where fear has taken root with your perfect peace. Soften the places hardened by pain or disappointment with your loving kindness. Illuminate the shadows of doubt with the light of your truth. May your presence be a sanctuary, a safe haven where I can lay down every burden and find refreshment for my soul. Let your love flow through me like a gentle stream, renewing and restoring all that feels weary or broken. May my heart become a wellspring of compassion, reflecting the tender mercy you show to me each day. Teach me to be patient with myself and others, to extend grace where it is needed, and to walk humbly in the knowledge that your strength is made perfect in my weakness. I open my hands in surrender. I invite you, Jesus, to take every worry, every fear, and every unanswered question. Help me to release my need to control and to trust in your sovereign care. Remind me that your timing is always perfect, even when I cannot see the full picture. In the waiting, may I find a deep peace that anchors me firmly in your promises. Lift up all who are listening now. Jesus, you know their hearts, their struggles, their silent cries. Surround them with your comforting presence and whisper words of hope and healing into their spirits. May they feel your nearness as a balm to their wounds, a light in their darkness, and a steady hand guiding them forward. Encourage them to rest in your love, to lean on your strength, and to walk boldly in the confidence of your grace. Teach us, Lord, to be a community marked by kindness, patience, and unwavering faith. Help us to carry one another's burdens with tenderness, to celebrate each other's joys with genuine gladness, and to stand together united in the hope that only you can provide. May our lives be living prayers, testimonies of your goodness and mercy, in a world that so desperately needs your light. If this prayer has touched your heart, dear friend, I invite you to gently like this moment and subscribe to this space of sacred reflection and support. Share your own prayers, hopes, or struggles in the comments below, so we may hold each other up in loving prayer and continue to build a tapestry of faith woven with compassion and truth. As we remain here together, breathing in the fullness of His peace and breathing out our cares, let us keep our spirits open to the gentle leading of Jesus. May His voice be the compass that guides us, His love the refuge that shelters us, and His hope the flame that lights our way forward. With hearts united in this quiet surrender, we wait expectantly for the next tender word He wishes to speak, the next gentle touch He longs to place upon our weary souls. A touch that brings healing beyond what we can ask or imagine. In this sacred space of waiting, may our spirits be attuned to the delicate stirrings of grace moving within and among us. Let us not rush past the quiet moments, but rather lean into them, embracing the stillness as fertile ground, where faith can deepen and hope can blossom anew. Jesus, as we dwell in your presence, teach us to cherish the small blessings that often go unnoticed, the soft smile of a friend, the gentle breeze that whispers of your care, the moments of laughter that lift our hearts despite difficulties. Help us to see your fingerprints in the everyday, recognizing that your love is woven through all creation and every interaction. May gratitude become the melody that accompanies our days, transforming ordinary moments into sacred encounters with you. When weariness threatens to cloud our vision, or when despair tries to settle in our hearts, remind us to turn our gaze back to you, the unfailing source of light and life. Let your hope be a beacon that never dims, guiding us safely through the darkest nights. Inspire us to hold fast to your promises, to cling to the assurance that you are working all things for good, even when we cannot yet perceive the full tapestry you are weaving. Lord, fill us with a spirit of gentleness, not only toward others but toward ourselves as well. In a world that often demands perfection and speed, help us to slow down and offer kindness to the parts of us that feel fragile or unsure. May we extend to ourselves the same compassion you lavish upon us, embracing our humanity with grace and patience. Teach us to rest in your acceptance, knowing that we are beloved exactly as we are. We lift up those who carry heavy burdens today, the lonely, the grieving, the anxious, the weary. Surround them with your peace that quiets restless minds and soothes aching hearts. May they find refuge in your embrace, a sanctuary of comfort where they can lay down their troubles without fear. Empower us to be your hands and feet, reaching out with empathy and love to those in need, reflecting the tender care you show each of us. As we gather here in this circle of prayer, bound by a shared longing for your presence, unite us more deeply in love and understanding. Let the walls that divide us crumble in the light of your truth, and may our differences become threads that enrich the beautiful tapestry of your family. Help us to encourage one another, to bear one another's burdens, and to celebrate the unique gifts you have placed within each of us. Jesus, may your Spirit kindle within us a renewed passion for living fully in your grace. Inspire us to seek you daily, to listen attentively to your whispers, and to follow where you lead with courage and joy. Let our lives be a reflection of your love, gentle, steadfast, and true, drawing others into the warmth of your embrace. If this prayer has found a home in your heart, I invite you to gently like this moment and subscribe to this sacred community where we nurture one another's faith and walk together in hope. Please share your own prayers, reflections, or desires in the comments below, so we may carry them with care in our collective prayers, weaving a supportive net of grace and compassion. Together, as we continue to breathe in the fullness of His presence and breathe out our fears and doubts, may we remain open to the unfolding journey ahead. Let us trust that each step is guided by His loving hand, and that His peace will accompany us through every twist and turn. With hearts united and spirits calm, we wait in expectant silence for the next gentle whisper of Jesus that stirs our souls toward deeper trust and renewed hope. In this sacred pause, may we feel His breath upon us, a soft, sustaining wind that refreshes every weary part and rekindles the quiet flame of faith within. Let us lean gently into this moment, allowing His peace to wash over us like a gentle tide, carrying away the heaviness and filling us with a serene confidence in His unchanging love. Jesus, as you continue to whisper tenderly to our hearts, help us to embrace the beautiful vulnerability of surrender. Teach us that in giving ourselves fully to you, we find strength beyond measure and a freedom that the world cannot offer. When we are tempted to cling tightly to our own plans or to resist the unknown, remind us that your ways are higher and your love is unfailing. May we be willing to release control and rest in the assurance that you hold our futures gently in your hands. Let your Spirit move softly among us now, weaving threads of comfort and courage through the tapestry of our lives. May we sense your nearness in the quiet spaces between our thoughts, in the gentle rise and fall of our breath, and in the stillness where words give way to sacred presence. As we remain attentive to your voice, may our hearts be open to the lessons you wish to teach, the healing you desire to bring, and the hope you long to plant deep within us. I pray for each soul listening now, that they may encounter your grace anew, that their faith may be strengthened, and that their spirits may find rest in the refuge of your love. Carry their burdens, soothe their doubts,